Hello everyone, have a nice day. Thank you Jimmy and Caroline for this incredible story. Enjoy listening.
Scary story. Dreams are a renewable resource. No matter how old you are or what condition you're in, there are plenty of unrealized possibilities and new beauty lurking inside you, ready to be born. Helen Keller, American writer and scholar. I have one scary memory from when my son Jimmy was an addict. Most of the time I try to put that story out of my mind. So now I go out on the porch of my daughter Allison's house to distract myself. It's early morning, but the humidity is high and my whole body is sticky with sweat. There is a faint breeze blowing, and the veranda is on the shady side, so it is still lighter and nicer than inside. There are pink flowers growing in the flower bed near the veranda. Rocky the dog lies at my feet. There aren't many cars outside. It's understandable why be in a hurry on an early Saturday morning. I'm glad I can stay in town with my daughter while they fix the broken wires at our house. There was a storm last night and many homes were without power. Thank goodness Allison has electricity and air conditioning and can sleep in a cool room. Still, I don't like life in the big city. I'd love to go back to my small town in the countryside. An hour passes, the traffic gets denser. I wonder, I say to myself, what are these people thinking? What plans are they making for today? Maybe they're worried about money. Or maybe they're trying to put bad thoughts like mine out of their heads. I can no longer keep my memories under control, and they overwhelm me like a wave. I relive mentally the day we kicked Jimmy out of that house. It pained me terribly to send my son to live on the street among drug addicts. But that day he stole money from Allison to buy drugs. When he came back, he stood here on the porch and asked to be let inside, or at least give me the gun that was in his room. Jimmy's father, with a small crowbar in his hands, blocked his way. He was ready to hit his son. Jimmy had stolen from his family many times before. It was time to get it over with. His father said, "You can stay here as long as you want, but we won't let you inside." I already called the police. They're going to come and see if a parolee is allowed to carry a gun. Jimmy had already been to a drug rehab, and before that he had lived on the street. Now he was about to become homeless again. I didn't know how it would end this time. In my mind's eye I saw him lying dead after an overdose. We all loved him, but we realized that our love must become violent. If we didn't kick him out, he would have an even better chance of ending his life badly. Jimmy decided not to argue and left with his girlfriend, who was also an addict. When he turned and walked off the porch, I felt my heart tear into pieces and one piece disappeared with my son. Then I heard the sound of sirens. Several cars stopped in front of the house, and policemen in bulletproof vests and with guns in their hands jumped out. They shouted, "Where's the gun?" They searched Jimmy's room and found only a few empty drug bags and many syringes. Jimmy's father led the cops to our car, where he had hidden his son's gun in case a fight broke out. The police confiscated the gun. Neither Jimmy nor his girlfriend were allowed to carry it, since they were both on probation. Now I can remember it more or less peacefully because Jimmy has quit drugs. He's living at Allison's again and doesn't use anything. He was homeless for a while and came to his senses. He's been drug-free for 4 years now, and he has a job. He's in the karate class and is going to college to become an addiction specialist. Last week I was at an open training session with Jimmy, dressed in a white kimono. His sensei, Mr. Kim, praised him and said, "He's doing great." Those words brought tears to my eyes. If someone had asked me why I was crying, I would have said, "Because I'm proud. Look, that's my son."